Project Deep Red. In 1987, deep beneath the Nevada desert, a classified experiment took place, one so secretive that even those who worked on it barely knew the full scope. It was known only as Project Deep Red. The objective? To test the limits of human consciousness by exposing subjects to an advanced neural simulation. The goal was to create an artificial nightmare, an environment so real, so terrifying, that it would unlock the deepest recesses of the human mind. The lead scientist, Dr. Adrian Henshaw, believed that true fear could be harnessed, studied, and ultimately controlled. 5 volunteers, chosen from military personnel and psychological research candidates, were placed in isolation chambers, their minds linked to the simulation. Each subject would experience their worst nightmares, uniquely tailored to their psyche. They were told they could leave at any time by using a safe word, but none of them ever did. The first few hours seemed normal: mild discomfort, rapid heart rates, expected physiological responses. Then around the 12-hour mark, things started going wrong. Subject 1, Lieutenant Mark Calloway, began screaming uncontrollably. The monitors showed his vitals spiking dangerously, but when the researchers tried to wake him, he didn't respond. His brain activity was off the charts, almost as if something else had taken control. Then he went silent. When they finally managed to extract him from the chamber, he was catatonic, eyes wide open, unblinking, lips frozen in a silent scream. Subject 2, a psychologist named Dr. Elaine Porter, was next. She began laughing, first quietly, then hysterically. When they looked at her vitals, she was experiencing excruciating pain, yet she didn't seem to register it. The laughter continued until she flatlined. But even after her heart stopped, her lips still twitched, as if she was still laughing. The team panicked. Dr. Henshaw insisted they pull the remaining 3 out immediately. But when they attempted to sever the connection, the system failed. The remaining subjects' brainwaves synced to an identical pattern, pulsing in a rhythm that resembled something alive. Security was called in to force open the chambers. The moment they did, the facility lost power. Emergency lights flickered on, bathing the room in an eerie red glow. Then the screaming started, not from the remaining subjects, but from the staff. Something had come through. Later reports, those that weren't erased, mentioned figures moving in the darkness, shadowy entities with hollow eyes. The few survivors described hearing whispers in a language that no one recognized. Security footage, what little remained, showed glimpses of elongated limbs, impossibly wide grins, and movements that defied physics. Dr. Henshaw was never found. The surviving staff were deemed mentally unstable and committed to psychiatric facilities. The project was buried, the facility sealed off. Official records state that it was a failed experiment in sensory deprivation, but deep in the underground ruins, the emergency lights still flicker red. And if you listen closely, you can still hear the laughter.